gear up ourselves for a powerful conversation on the topic Beyond the Brief, How Creative Minds Design High-End Projects, which is why we're in the able hands of our session moderator. We also have with us our panel members. We have Raseel Gujral Ansal of RGA Design, Rahul Bansal of Group DCA, and Fabio Azzolina of Studio Azzolina.
So may I start with you, Fabio? When clients say, I want luxury, what does that word actually mean to you? Fabio is somebody who's a great mind when it comes to architecture and design. He comes all the way from Italy, so thank you so much for joining us in India.
Thank you to you.
And I think we've learned a lot about luxury from Italy, so we'd love to start with you and take it further.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you to all of you that you are here in this meeting and conference. Well, I'm from Italy. I'm from Milan exactly, and I used to travel all over the world, and also in the last 5 years I start to work and live a little bit your country, in particular the Delhi and the south in Bangalore. And I enjoy to stay here and to work in your incredible country in India. The first time I came here was 2000. I would like to say 2000. I mean, 25 years ago. This country, for my point of view, like a European coming here, was completely different. It was a completely another world. Some of you, maybe you are very, very young and you cannot understand exactly how a country like that could change in a very short time like that. I'm coming from an old continent. I'm coming from Europe. And our vision is completely different from your vision, in particular in the past. Our idea of luxury, maybe in the past, was a little bit different because it was like a sort of remind to the past. Something that David Ajay said before is try to explain something that is going to remind something in the past and to try to suck this kind of information and ideas from that. So the thing that I would like to say for us is how we are going to manage luxury now. I mean, in Europe and in particular in Italy, we are very lucky because, I mean, like in India, you can enjoy and see a lot of beauties everywhere. You can enjoy beautiful monuments, beautiful landscape, amazing food, and also I would like to say we change our lifestyle is going to change completely, and we enjoy to stay in Italy, honestly speaking. And sometimes we try to export our idea of luxury, but that is not the correct thing that we want to do, because luxury is going to be something connected to the culture of the country. I cannot copy and paste something and move that from our vision to your vision. I mean, it's completely different. That is the wrong thing. At the same time, we cannot only look at the past, because it's the wrong way to do design, because we are like doctors. We are doctors. We have to understand.
That's an interesting way of looking at it.
The clients want to have. That's the first thing. And part of the culture. We cannot be like, we are not going to say that we know everything. It's impossible. We are human. We are human. You have to understand something, how it's going to be luxury for different countries. For India, for Italy, for China, America, and blah, blah. Sometimes it could happen that people coming from, in particular for your market, coming from America or from UK, they are going to understand a different kind of luxury. And they want that sometimes the architect would like to say the doctors of the soul, because these are exactly the doctors of the soul want that they are going to copy and paste their idea of luxury. Well, this is not my idea, or better, it's not our idea as an architect, because we need to understand exactly what a client would like to have and how we can solve their problems. I would like to say how we can solve the thing that they would like to have in their mind. And that is a little bit difficult sometimes. So luxury is a very difficult word, we must say that. I mean,
It's one of the most overused word in the
Yeah.
industry right now, and it has multiple meanings.
yeah.
Today, if I may say, it is beyond this whole conversation today is beyond going beyond the brief that you get from a client. Every client comes to you if you're doing residentials or hospitality and say that they want something very luxurious. But how do you read beyond that brief is what this is all about today. Here, instinct, emotion, and intelligence will shape the way your project is going to look tomorrow. Any document that you're putting across needs to have an underlay of luxury, but is that what you're building for? Are you not building for wellness? Are you not building for the peace of mind of the guy? You're also building for a lifestyle. I mean, you're not only trying to make perhaps crystals drop from areas for it to look luxurious. So, if I may pass this to you, what anchors your approach to high end design, Rahul?
See, like you, hi everyone, I'm Rahul Bansal from Group DCA. Monika, like you just said a while back, high-end design, first, that terminology itself is so broad-based, and we have to understand what are we looking for, what are we striving to achieve. So for me, we are quite active in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and the kind of brief and the clientele we get from these cities is very simple and very honest. And to understand high-end design, what it means for them, you have to become them. So when I think about this, this is the way I look at it. That if a client is coming to me from a tier 2 city or a tier 3 city, he doesn't have much exposure about what high-end design really is. But it becomes our responsibility to become him, understand his background, his culture, his where he has come from, where he wants to go in life. Also, to a certain extent, we become custodians of changing his lifestyle, and he's depending on us. So for me, that becomes really crucial to become him for a while and help him make the brief. And basically, we frame the brief for that project for a typical client from tier 2 or tier 3 cities. So that is what my perception is about high-end design.
Absolutely. So, I'm Monika Choudhary from Habitat Architects, and I do run a similar kind of practice Rahul does, and I can so relate to what he's saying. We kind of become custodians of the clients that we work with in terms of how to interpret what they want. There's a lot of unsaid things while a brief is come across. You need to understand the person, his lifestyle, his family, the parents and the children, and
Yes.
that entire
The structure. And
the-
I think I say this very often, instead of a brief, they come with a dream. The brief is not there. He has achieved something in life, he's bought a piece of land, and it was his dream to do something. But the brief is actually very brief. It's few words maybe.
Yeah, and the word luxury always comes in. I mean, that's
That
what
goes
we
without
all
saying.
have realized. And it's such a pleasure if you get to a space in any part of the world where the luxury is, of course, expected, but not spoken about. What it is that I want to do something for my family, for myself, I'm elevating my status, or am I trying to change the way I've looked at life? I want to be more comfortable. The environment and the surrounding matters to rock for me. My heart beats the moment somebody tells me that I would like my environment to matter when you are designing. So, Fabio, I understand a little bit of your design, and I know you are beautifully understated, poetic in the way you make what you make. From your point of view, how do you read the unsaid of a luxury client in the brief when it comes to you? And I'd love for you to start with yourself here.
I think 50% of the job is hearing the unsaid, and the other 50% is interpreting the dream.
Well
So-
said. You just said what Rahul said, that it's more about understanding the dream, and because they come with a dream, creating a brief is all about how you are translating it for your teams and your mind to create something for them.
They don't come with a dream. They come with an aspiration.
Mm-hmm.
They don't come with a dream because the dream is very articulate, you know. But these are very disjointed set of desires and aspirations.
So you're saying that you don't have to read a lot of unsaid. It is said very clearly to you what all to do in.
No, 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 it's not clear. Very, very rarely. I think maybe 2 out of 100 who are very clear. Yeah, it's about 2 out of 100 who are very clear on what they want. And as my father would say, he also was in the applied arts while being in the fine arts primarily. And he'd say the worst client is the educated one.